Hey, I owe everybody an apology. Um, the last 2 days that I had off, I was not consistent for what I said. I said I was gonna post up some very powerful videos of God, but to be quite honest, I got sidetracked. Uh, what happens a lot of times with me is that I work the night shift. The night shift is really hard because I've been doing it so long, but now that I'm getting older, it's kind of like affecting me more like physically. And I'm kind of like, the reason why I work nights is because that's where the money's at. It's just, and it's easier if I want to go like out with friends and or just go out to church, I can do it. When you work the morning shift and the swing shift, it's kind of hard because the day shift you got to be at work by 6 o'clock or about six. Yeah, I believe about 6 or 7, and then the swing shift you go from 3 to 11, so you really don't have really much of a chance. You know, that's why I prefer nights. um, I love my job. Don't get me wrong, because I know that every job is gonna have problems because it doesn't matter where you work. It's there's gonna be a problem. Always got to have that one person that's gonna get away with favoritism. You're always gonna have that one person that doesn't have to work as hard, and they just gonna always get praised. um, and then you're gonna have that one work that works his butt off and will speak up like that's myself, and I'll say what I gotta say. And if it doesn't go my way, then I'll just move on. I'm kind of dealing with that right now in other situations where I'm kind of like dealing with individuals that give me the same speech they give me every year, and then they disappear, and then they say one thing and then they do another. So I'm trying to break that cycle right now. Uh, I believe that these are all kind of like curses on people's lives, which I'll get more into that in the future. That happens with generation after generation. If you had a father that was an alcohol, or his dad was an alcohol, or his dad's dad was an alcohol, that's what a generational curse is. It passes down to the next generation. And honestly, truthfully, I I survived a lot these last couple of years. It made me better, made me stronger. Now where I'm at, um, I'm just focused on losing weight now. I'm focused on putting out good content, and my thing is I gotta stay consistent. A friend of mine, Dwayne, is not on YouTube no more. I don't know why. The circumstances are, but that's his business. Um, when you're dealing with the real world, especially TFL. TFL is where you're forced to be by yourself because the constant rejection of the opposite sex. When you go through that life, it's a hard life, and it affects you mentally. The only option, you only have so many options, and that goes for everybody in general. But that's a different story. But I do want to say that I am going to be consistent. That I apologize for the lack of videos the last couple of days. But I'm working on something new right now. I posted it on my bulletin on my page. I'm working on something about. I'm working on something really powerful. I just, unfortunately, it's gonna be a slow couple of days, but I will bring it. I will have something up. I'll probably have something up tonight. I'm on vacation, so I'm gonna be really, really working hard to grind harder in my word. I already know that I have to work harder. I have to work harder than other people because it's just the way it is. Um, but my thing of this video basically is stay on your grind, work hard, don't give up. Don't ever stop doing something that you like, and you will have people that are not gonna enjoy. You will have people that are gonna hate on you because you're trying to do something better for yourself, or you're gonna have that one person that no matter what you do, you just, it's not good enough. So I've kind of reached that point. I've kind of realized that it's okay to be friends with someone, but sometimes you got to be that one person that that your friendship's not the best. It's best to keep your distance. That's what I'm beginning to see now. But hey, I tried. So anyways, God bless everyone, and everybody have a good night.